Hello and welcome to the upload for Monday the 17th of February. Today on the show, old games are thriving, new games are coming, and Geoff Keighley is not. Okay, starting with some lovely news, Australia's own Untitled Goose Game has won big at the DICE Awards. It won the biggest of big, in fact, taking home Game of the Year for 2019. This is the first time an indie title has claimed the top spot since Journey in 2012. And again, it's Aussie. Congrats to the team at House House for being the best thing to happen to video games since Nolan North. Now, moving on to a game that has not won any awards yet, because it's only just started existing. A new game from Square Enix has dropped into the world titled Outriders. Developed by People Can Fly, the team behind Gears of War Judgment and Bulletstorm, the game is set to be a cover-based shooter and looks to be inspired by both Destiny and Gears of War, with a smattering of Anthem thrown in as well. Most interesting is that the game will be on PC, PS4 and Xbox One, as well as the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, which means the game will probably launch around Christmas time with the new consoles. A slew of new info about the game will be dropping via Game Informer, as well as an official reveal stream this Thursday. Now to an update on people that aren't going to be at E3. William Yates. Also this guy. Geoff Keighley, creator of the Game Awards and producer and host of E3 Coliseum, has attended the expo for the past 25 years. That's 3 more years than my life. But has announced he won't be attending the expo for 2020. In a statement, Keighley said, "While I want to support the developers who showcase their work, I also need to be open and honest with you, the fans, about precisely what to expect from me. Based on what's been communicated to me about the show, I just don't feel comfortable participating." Now, as you may know, last year there was a leak that revealed the ESA's plan to push E3 more towards a media, fan, and influencer festival. One moment. It's certainly a shift away from the news-focused, high-profile realm it once lived in. Will it work? Only time and Geoff Keighley will tell. But speaking of time, and Criterion is back in the driver's seat. Link didn't work, but it's fine. I went with it. After a fairly underwhelming past few releases, the Need for Speed brand is being handed back to Criterion Games. The devs behind the Burnout series briefly dabbled in Need for Speed with Hot Pursuit and Most Wanted, admittedly 2 games I took back to EB Games for trade and save. But the team will helm the new installment set to take Need for Speed into the next generation. Look, I like car games, I like Need for Speed games, I really liked Burnout Paradise, so I'm praying for good things for this barely in development video game, but something that's been cooking for a while is Sonic Station. What the hell is a Sonic Station, Will? I'm glad you asked. Sonic Station Live is a bi-monthly direct which is set to reveal all the latest news on the Blue Blur. The first episode will kick off live on YouTube on February 20th and will deal with apparel and goods. Is anyone excited for this? Admittedly, it's on at 7:30 PM here in Australia, so it's not a big deal, but I don't think I'm going to be watching this to find out about the latest plushie. Each Nintendo Direct-like broadcast will feature unique information and the strong likelihood of a new game reveal soon. Now, I'll likely not even mention Sonic Mania next week, so make sure you check it out yourself. I will mention it, however, if there's a plushie of James Marsden. Then I'm all the way in. Now, staying with sexy immersion, and Ubisoft are making sure Prince of Persia doesn't fall into obscurity. Prince of Persia: The Dagger of Time is a VR escape room which will host up to 4 VR players in the co-op puzzle-solving experience. The studio says players will fight their way out of the Fortress of Time, staying true to the series' time-bending theme. The experience will roll out in the US in their spring, and in Australia, probably never, but something everyone has access to, provided they have Netflix. The Resident Evil series adaptation has seen another blade of light in a recent synopsis leak. The leak, which appeared momentarily on the Netflix Media Center and has since been removed, revealed the show will be set in Clearwater, Maryland, and center on the series' big bad Umbrella and their T-virus outbreak. Despite this basically confirming it, Netflix have still remained tight-lipped on the existence of this series, but with all certainty and authority, I will say this series might exist. Now moving on to all the latest news on DLC and updates, it's Patch Notes. Smash Bros. Cuphead event Ready Wallet kicked off on everyone's favourite holiday, Valentine's Day. The 5-day Spirit event features 4 spirits from the mind-destroying shooter, including Cuphead, Mugman, King Dice, and the Devil. The event wraps up on Feb 19th, so jump in ASAP. 4 new games will roll onto the Switch's classic game library come February 19th. SNES titles Poppin' TwinBee and Smash Tennis never hit US shores, but everyone else worldwide has already enjoyed smashing tennis? And for the NES, Shadow of the Ninja and Eliminator Boat Duel will be ready for your grabby little hands. The next chapter of the Division 2's DLC calendar has been revealed as Warlords of New York. Alongside a meaty new story, the DLC features a brand new open world area, new equipment, and a stack of bits and pieces all you Divisioners will likely adore. The full DLC drops March 3rd. PUBG is adding a new mode to its roster. An 8v8 team-based deathmatch will soon arrive in arcade. The mode will feature 7 smaller battlegrounds pulled from the game's already existing maps. PUBG Corp briefly attempted a team deathmatch mode back in 2018, but it was swiftly removed. When this one arrives, however, it's set to stay. If Monster Hunter World Iceborne hasn't already made you hate yourself, get ready to be slapped in the face repeatedly by 2 new foes this March. The free update will bring in the Raging Brachydios, I assume? A slime dragon with explosive saliva, alongside the Furious Rajang, a chunky electric charge version of the already grumpy monster. The update will launch on consoles come March, but PC players will need to wait just a little longer for an April update. I'm not gonna do it, I do not need that punishment. Now moving on to a piece of gaming memorabilia I'd never thought I'd see, and actually probably never will, it's the upvote. A brief partnership between Sony and Nintendo was almost a reality. So much so, around 200 prototypes of the hybrid console were made. Though most were almost instantly scrapped, one such PlayStation SNES prototype is up for auction on Heritage Auctions right now until the 27th of February. But good luck scrounging together the 521,000 Australian dollars it's currently going for. No matter who grabs this, it's just exciting to see such a good quality version of a gaming future never to be. But that is all the gaming news for this week. If you enjoyed, remember to hit that like and subscribe for more stuff, and maybe bring on over friends and family because they might enjoy looking at this. Coming up this week on Edo, Josh and I will be breaking down the blue blur in our spoiler cast of Sonic the Hedgehog. And be sure to check out last week's spoiler cast on Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. But until the next video, bye-bye. Still here. There's 2 videos up there and a subscribe button over there. I actually made tea. Oh, it's gone weird. Still good. Tea.